Hey everyone. Okay, so one thing I liked about this chapter immediately is how it showed Sakamoto's ability to use anything as a weapon. Like we've seen that happen before, but but specifically I like how his ability to use anything as a weapon. It also kind of showed how much of a disadvantage it is to someone like Kashima. Like at every turn, Kashima was trying to get the upper hand on Taro, but because of the letter's prowess and ability in order to adapt, there was never a point during this chapter where it felt like this where that was possible, because the ability to use anything as a weapon will always trump weapon proficiency. Even in a case like Kashima, where he is literally a living weapon, like Taro's natural talent as an assassin will still trump that as we're shown in this chapter. Because again, man can use anything, any scenario, and anything he gets his hands on as a weapon. And yeah, of course, in pretty much in typical fashion, the ability to use anything as a weapon also led to some pretty hilarious but epic moments, like Taro riding a railroad road tie like a surfboard, as Kashima so eloquently put it, or my personal favorite, where after crashing into the train, you see a slimmed down Taro just casually sitting across from Kashima, wondering, wondering wondering where Taro's hiding before getting kicked into the window. Like, it's one of those moments that's terrifyingly epic from how it gave Taro a bit of a Booty Warrior vibe, but also complete Looney Tunes in just there was that setup, and then cartoony payoff again, kicked in the head into the window. Like it was, it's hilarious. And yeah, also the delayed reaction from the conductor was just perfect. Like although I guess the man got his wish when Taro and Kashima crashed into the train. Like the man said himself, he was just bored. He wants interesting to happen. Well, whoop-de-doo, look, something interesting happened. You got two assassins fighting each other on your train, dude. um, with that said, this chapter also gives us another dive into Kashima's past of meeting X, giving us a bit more of a glimpse into X's ideology, while also showing us what X does mean to Kashima. Like, Kashima, as shown in this chapter, was more or less just a complete outcast, someone who was rejected at every turn by society despite his efforts to try and conform and fit in. But X was the first one to say that he accepted Kashima for who he was, and although there is clear manipulation going on in X's attempt to gain Kashima's loyalty, like the fact still remains that X spoke to a part of Kashima that felt dejected by society and simply gave him a place to belong. Because as much as we like to go into all the theology, all the mentality, and just break down why someone does what they does, sometimes yes, it can be as simple as someone just wanting to feel like they belong, to find that place they can call home, even if they know know it also leads down a dark path. Like X, the truth is, just at the end of the day, X gave all of that to Kashima, and in return, all X asked for was his loyalty. Like now, so yeah, it's no wonder that Kashima is as loyal to X as he is. Now, let's talk about X himself, though, because in the flashback, his words pursuing exalted justice and requiring necessary evils definitely points to the idea that X is, even more so, that X is on a revenge trip. Like, X lost someone in the past, and whether indirectly or directly, the Order and JAA are at the center of this problem. So, after all this is said and done, it's really just a matter of learning exactly what happened here. What exactly is X's past with the JAA and the Order, and what exactly happened in the past that basically caused that what exactly happened in the past? Who was killed that caused X to go on this revenge trip exactly? And so yeah, beyond this chapter, it's really all about finding those answers, I think. Um, and yeah, other than that, I like how this chapter kinda exposed being immortal is just kind of ass. Like, it's really just a hindrance that it's really like being immortal is really more of a hindrance than being a benefit when you get down to it. Because you do get the benefit of not being able to die. this doesn't mean you can't feel pain. In fact, it feels like the pain of being hit would hurt even more if you weren't, would kind of hurt more, even more than if you weren't immortal, because it just gives the person beating you on your ass to hit you as much as they want. Like when you really dig into the layers of immortality, it is kind of an ass power, an ass like an absolute ass ability to have. Now, I don't know how Kashima being immortal. I don't know. I forget how Kashima was made immortal. If it was through the augmentations or whatnot, but you'd the one thing this chapter did make me realize is you'd think the guy would prioritize invulnerability over immortality, since that would actually be more useful, more useful that more useful to kind of being an assassin. But hey, live and learn, right? And I think Kashima is definitely learning the hard way that immortality, right, might not be all it's cracked up to be, and that maybe you might need something a little bit more than just that. Like, yeah, this on top of the chapter being hilarious in a lot of ways, it really just showed that, yeah, immortality just ain't all it's cracked out to be. Like, sometimes uh, the thing you think you would help you is actually something else. In this case, yeah, I think Kashima, he really should have gone for a little bit more invulnerability rather than immortality. But yeah, again, hey, live and learn, right? But yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I got for this review. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Blue Sky, Analyst, Crunchyroll, but notification bell, the subscribe button, and just share the video around, guys. Dark Knight of I, signing off. Later, everyone.